You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Sabres Zone.
Hi folks, welcome to the Sabres Zone. This is the video on the channel, if you're new, that discusses what you had to say. So let's take a look at a clip I found, and I found this one pretty darn quick. It was right on top. I say, yep, that's a good one. Here it comes. And shout out goes to Raheem Gaines, and Raheem says, this team is so fun to watch. Dahlin's mean streak is growing. Yep. It's a pleasure to watch him turn into a star before our eyes. And a lot of you, as you can tell by the likes, agreed with that one last night. And Raheem, my goodness, my goodness, like what is going on? You know, what is going on? I mean, tell me this isn't fun for us. You know what? We as Sabres fans deserve this. We deserve this. We've suffered. We've stuck by this team. We've stuck by this franchise. We've believed as fans that things will turn and get better. Not all Sabres fans did. Some wrote it off, you know, and just had enough. Some just couldn't handle it. And that I understand, believe it or not, I do. But I'm one of those stubborn fans that I'm like one of those evil lawyers in a court of law that's not going to go away no matter what. And I'm going to get you with technicalities. Like it's just the way, you know, and I'm one of those type of fans too. Like I'm saying, it's what's going on with this team is, you know what, and as Dahlin goes, I believe the Sabres go. That's the impact this young kid is having on our team. He is now officially a superstar. He's officially now in the likes of Cale Makar. Already. It only took a few weeks, guys. And there it is. He's right up there with Cale Makar. I don't care what the fans say in Colorado. If Rasmus Dahlin was on that stacked team, okay, playing like this, on that stacked team, I think in a heartbeat, this would be their best defenseman, not Cale Makar. I think it would be this guy. It's just how I feel. I couldn't imagine any other way because he's the whole package. He can hit. He's not scared to get physical. He's even clutch, you know? He's even clutch. He's good under pressure. There's a lot of things finally happening with him, you know? And it's funny because it's not just him. You know, I want to make sure, you know, as we break down this comment, Raheem, this team is so fun to watch, he said. This team, right? It's not just Dahlin is so fun to watch. This team, right? This team is fun to watch now. And this team, with his leadership, with the Dahlin's leadership on the ice, his play is feeding off it. I mean, did you see Alex Tuch last night? He was the most confident guy out there on both teams. He just, you know, he did a pump fist when he scored the first one. The second one, he didn't even put up his stick. The third one was just just a formality, just putting it in. Outmuscles the guy and puts it in the open net again. It's like, what more can we ask for than a fun young bunch like this, eh? Lowest paid team in hockey. Imagine that. Lowest paid team in hockey and the youngest team in hockey, even with Anderson in the lineup. You know, and we're not even scratching the surface yet of what this team is going to become. And that's what's scary. And that's why I had that video about being overconfident. I got to be careful as a fan, not just because of the channel, just because I've been let down when I do that. I always get let down. It always backfires. And for me, guys, I don't know your experience, but anytime I get overconfident, and I start saying they're just going to win all 4 games on the West, they'll wind up getting an injury and lose. It's just the way it goes. So I'd rather just take it each game at a time, each period at a time, a shift at a time, and see what they develop into this year. Because I got a real sneaky suspicion that we might be a 100-point team expected to happen this year. You know, it could happen. What I'm seeing, I can't see them having a losing record already. Not what I'm seeing on the ice. And you know, this is what I said from the beginning of the year. I want a year where we have a winning record all year. All year. We just come out of the gate. We don't go under 500 once all year, winning record. That's it. Even that game we lost to Florida, I'm still ticked about. Really. but they had to get hurt. And if they didn't get hurt, they might have not reacted like they have here with the desperation to win again. So, that's just a young team. It's, we're just going to take this is what I'm saying. We're just going to take the good and appreciate it. It's, I don't have the old mentality of I need proof first. I believe what Adams is doing. I'm watching what he's doing, like the way he's drafting this team, the way he's building them, the way he's building them up the middle. I mean, you guys know not too long ago, what was the most desperate position for teams to fill was center. And here we are stacked. We're stacked. We're stacked all over. We're stacked. Before we weren't, now we are. So we drafted 3 centers, boom, in the first round, done. Covered. Another goalie, covered. Goalie and centers covered. Right-sided defenseman seems to be now the new thing that everybody's desperate to get their hands on. I'm very happy with Lyubushkin. This signing has been not expensive, and he's mean. He's just, it's a perfect signing. It just is. So the more and more I just trust Adams more and more. Dahlin, if he continues to get better than this, what are we looking at in a contract? It keeps coming back to that in my head. What are we looking at contract-wise? How much is it really going to cost? Are we looking at $10 million? Probably, right? I mean, we probably are. If Dahlin this year has like 30 goals and 50 assists, we're looking at $10 million easy. Easy. And I hope that he'd be willing to just take a little less to stay in Buffalo. As crazy as that sounds, I'm hoping he would be, because all his friends are here. The guys he grew up with are here, and they've grown up together, and they've formed friendships, Sometimes that means more than an extra $1 million to some guys, not all. We'll just see if he's that way. I don't know. Can't say for sure. Worries me, because I remember for the $6 million, it seemed like there was a bit of contract problems to get it done. So I don't want to go through that again. I could be wrong. I don't know. It could have been that the Adams and him had the whole deal worked out, and they just had to get around to it. And you know what I mean? It could be just that too. But that's going to be the big one, guys, when we got to get him signed. That's going to be the big moment that we're going to know as fans if we're headed to a Stanley Cup or not. We can't have him holding out. We can't. So we're going to have to figure that out and make it work where it doesn't hurt the team. The team doesn't get hurt by the contract also. But we do have to lock him in, regardless. We have to lock him in. So this is a great topic. Yes, it is. This team is fun to watch. Again, Raheem, again. Dahlin it's a pleasure, you're right, to watch him develop. Because this, guys, what we have now, we have the guy that we drafted first overall right now, this year. That's what we have right now. All right, guys, done for this one. I got to keep going, or you're going to get me rambling all night. I'm half awake, so I got to keep going. I got more videos to come. See you in those.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to ensure Dimension access.